Now, our next speaker is a gentleman that's going to come up and help us understand the DNA of what we're doing here. We just heard about personality masteries, and now we're going to hear about the 530 grid. This is the solution grid. The person that's coming up here is a full-time real estate investor for the last 10 years. He's lately concentrated his focus on veterans group, and he has a heart that's really as big as the great outdoors. Mr. Mark Elkins.
Thank you very much.
Good job. Yeah. Great. Peter, can you help me with that? And then we'll just flip one of the switches here.
Who are the analytics in the room? I am a big-time analytic. So I love this because this is really detailed. So you're going to like that. How about the drivers? Awesome. So this is going to help you to get those people moving. All the analytics in your organization, this will help them get moving. And all the people in your organization will have the way to do it because there's a process, something laid out that they understand and can do over and over again without you beating on them. Amiables. Amiables, all right, we got at least two amiables in the room. Awesome. Your amiables, this is going to make the whole thing more fun because everybody is going to have an understanding of what they have to do, and everybody will get together and work on it seamlessly, and it's going to go faster, so everybody's going to have a lot more fun. And what did I leave out? Expressives. Expressives, this is going to be a little tough, but this is going to be the item, this is going to be the part of your business that helps you focus back on track. So when you're off track, you can look at this and get back on. Because I am definitely got a big expressive in me, and it's hard to focus on things. And the analytical makes it hard for me to make decisions. This is going to help me out. So this is the 530 grid. This is DNA for your business. And as I mentioned last month, there's 10 minutes is what they've given me to talk about this. 10 minutes is entirely too much time to talk about it. But it is no way enough time to talk about it because it's a very simple thing. And yet so detailed and so pervasive throughout your business that it's going to help you run your business better and more effectively and more efficiently. So I want to tell you a joke that my daughter told me actually a few years ago. She's getting a little older now. But so this is a kid's joke. Why can't you see the elephant hiding in the tree?
Why?
He's hiding. Duh.
Nice.
Okay? So this is a business operating system, the basis for your business operating system. This here is the elephant hiding in the tree. Everybody's got one. You just can't see it. Yours might be messed up. This system allows us to organize it. We start out, every business has marketing, area 1. You're all out there telling somebody about your business. If you're not telling anybody about your business, then how will they know you're in business? It'll be like, you know, wetting yourself in a dark suit. You'll get a warm feeling, but nobody will know. Pre-sales. Everybody has pre-sales, so after you've told somebody, you're going to try and get them involved in your business, right? And you're going to have some discussions, and you're going to have to pay attention to who said yes and who said no, and the people who said maybe, you got to call them again, right? Everybody's got that in their business. And you got area 3, the sale. This is get your yes or no. Are you buying? Or should I move on to the next guy? And everybody wants a definite no rather than a maybe, right? Yeses are good. Maybes, oh my God, you got to work with them. You got to keep them in pre-sales over and over again. Servicing. Once you get that sale, once somebody says yes, right, you have to be ready to take care of what they want. If you said, I'm going to deliver what you just bought, how important is it to get it there, right? You know, and I want to know, what happened to FedEx when it absolutely positively has to be there overnight? Why'd they drop that? Maybe they can't conduct that service in the way they originally planned, right? Why did Sears stop saying, it used to say over the door, when you walked into any Sears store, it used to say, your satisfaction is guaranteed or your money back. Why doesn't it say that anymore? Maybe they can't service that in today's economy the way they always could. Which leads me into client for life, creating long-term, profitable relationships. I tell you what, your satisfaction guaranteed or your money back is what kept me going to Sears stores over and over and over again for years. You know, we had a TV that busted when my wife was 40 weeks pregnant. You know, you don't have your TV break when your wife can do nothing but sit around and wait for the big event. Well, I bought that TV at Sears, and they took care of me. Because my satisfaction was guaranteed or my money back, and they took care of me, got me a new TV. That was client for life. I know some of you in this room have clients that support you, but what if you lose those clients? You've got to get new clients. So you've got to go back to your system, and you've got to move through it. And throughout the system, we have various areas of detail, right? Oh, we're in the next slide, so we're going to have to go back. But we have various areas of detail within the 530 grid, like marketing, like developing a good message. But the biggest problem that I've heard everybody here to say today is that I have trouble getting new leads, right? And that is area 1. It's area 1, level 1, box 1, identify targets. Who are your sales targets? Who are the people that you should be talking to as the new people? Who has a database? Anybody in the room? All right. Who has a database with more than 10 people in it? More than 100? More than 500? More than 1,000? More than 5,000? More than 10,000? More than 50,000? More than 100,000. Wow. See, we got one with a man with a super database. And why is that? Because he knows how to identify targets. He keeps them in pre-sales. And he tracks it. So that tracking allows him to grow that database year after year after year. Now, who said they didn't have 250 targets? Anybody in the room? Well, there's a couple of hands went up. Anybody hear of Joe Girard, super salesman? No? Joe Girard says Girard's Law 250. Everybody knows 250 people. Everybody. Because 250 people will come to your christening, they'll come to your wedding, and they'll come to your funeral. Right? 250 people. But those are probably the 250 people that you find most difficult to market to. Because they're the closest ones. They're your friends, they're your family, right? Relatives. Box 2. You have to develop the right message to get to those people so you don't scare them off. One great idea, I know it's practiced by at least one person in this room besides myself, is to have a grand opening and not try and sell them, but just tell them about what you're doing and let them open up their databases to you. So, does your father or mother know people who you do not know? Right? People who are not on your database, regardless of how big that database is. Just your mother's friends. You don't talk to those folks. You don't have their emails. Maybe they need your product. Maybe their children need your product, right? Build that. You need to build yourself to identify your leads, a bigger list of reminders, right? So when you go home today, you should take out your cell phone and print out that list. Transfer it to your computer and print out the list of all your friends. The people who you've never sold to. The people who you've never asked for a referral. Now, who's your dry cleaner? Who's the clerk at the supermarket that you see every day? Right? Who are the people that you go to work with? Right? You have a job, maybe, and not just a business, and they have people in their database. Who do you know we should talk to? Right? How about the people in this group? You got to get yourself involved in a mastermind group. If everybody in this room opened up their databases completely with recommendations, box 12, of success, feed on into successes, if everybody opened their databases to everybody else in this room, we'd all make a whole lot more money. Right? Because John's got people who are interested in real estate. Right? He knows people who buy from him now, who are successful, who want real estate. He has people who don't buy from him now, but once did, who are interested in learning how to invest in real estate. He could refer those to me. I have people in my database who have no interest whatever in my business, but they would sure love to market on the internet. Christine is a designer. She does one-day home makeovers. There are people in this room. Man, if I could just reorganize the house, my wife would be happier. Or my kids would put their stuff away easier, right? So who knows that? Everybody in this room maybe has that need or knows somebody who does, right? So identifying targets in your marketing area is the #1 concern that everyone here has in this room. But this whole thing develops a structure for you. So what do you do once you've identified targets? You're all doing this now, maybe badly, right? You need to improve. Some of you are doing some of the things that I do, which is you go directly from pre-sales to servicing, and you forget that you didn't get a yes or a no. I do that. I start taking care of people, but they haven't purchased yet. I got to remember, so I got to look back at my structure. Where am I at? I got to track my leads. And throughout this, you've got to start using these pieces to develop. And each of these boxes has a specific process that fits into your business. But this skeleton, this structure, fits into everybody's business. And if everybody were to start to follow a process, you'd remember where you are at any point in the process and be able to implement the fix to structure your business properly. So, next time you hear there's an elephant hiding in the tree, you have to look for it. All right? Thank you very much.
All right.